Hello, and welcome to the Gemini Journalist, a podcast for your listening ears and entertainment purposes. It is great to have you here tapping in for the very first time for all my newcomers. For all my day ones, thank you so much for returning, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be right back here with you, girl Gemini. So, for all my first timers, what happens on the Gemini Journalist is me as a self published author. I share the works both of myself and other self published authors across all my social media platforms. Whether it is you're tapping in from Amazon Music, from Spotify, from Instagram, from YouTube, from TikTok, Twitter, whatever it is that you are listening in from or you have passed through, definitely you want to go ahead and hit follow and share with your friends as well so they too can join you on the journey with me here as a Jamaican author. So, the author we're currently featuring on this podcast is When the Pieces Begin to Fit, a novel from Neiki L. Jones. And we would have already covered 6 reads from Nikki's novel. So, if you've not yet checked it out, you definitely want to head on over and check out her work. So, we're down to read number 7. This is Grown Woman Tantrum. Countless days and nights I shed tears. It might sound funny, but I cried every day for 2 years. Not just physical tears, but also emotional ones. The physical ones could be wiped away, but those emotional ones took the longest to wipe away. I cried so much that when my tears rolled down my face, my cheeks literally burned. I am reminded of a song by Lisa and Cult Jam that says, "My tears will burn the pillow," and that mine did. I can recall the days when I had my grown woman tantrums. I vividly remember crying out to God and yelling, "Why me? Why am I experiencing this pain? Why is it that I am alone?" Even though I was not alone, I was lonely. I questioned the very essence of my presence on earth because I felt dead already. There is nothing like internal death, so I thought. I remember being alone at home, and it was just God and me. I was at a breaking point. So I picked up one of my many artificial plants and threw it across the living room while yelling, "What more do you want me to do?" God let me have my moment. Then, as soon as I threw the plant, I heard him say, "Okay, are you done?" And I said yes. To be honest, all I could do was laugh at myself and pick up the pieces of the plant. That it just like God. He picks up the pieces of our lives and puts them back together. When he's done, we're all the more stronger. I know you're wondering what and why I was throwing temper tantrums about and doing all the crying. Well, I was so broken on the inside. I used to lie to myself and say that I was bruised. But the truth of the matter is, I was broken into pieces, not knowing which piece belonged where. I questioned my faith and wondered if God loved me or if He was even real. I was alone and lonely, so I thought. God had to show me the difference between being alone and being lonely. I have since discovered we are never alone. We might be lonely, but God is always there. The depression experienced was difficult to deal with in the physical because it was actually a spiritual battle. In response, however, I sought out counseling. I needed the assistance of someone who could try to help me make sense of all that I was feeling. You might be wondering if my efforts worked. Well, I can say that it helps some, but remember, I was feeling a spiritual battle. Fighting spiritual with carnal is impossible. You must fight spirit with spirit. Also, keep in mind I was too broken at the time to even pray, let alone ask prayer warriors to cover me. I'm grateful that God understood my groans. So that was another read from Neiki L. Jones's novel When the Pieces Begin to Fit, and that was Grown Woman Tantrum. So thank you all so much for tapping in today. Have yourselves a blessed rest of your day. I'm happy to have you here day once again. Thank you so much for tapping in. As always, it's great to have you coming back, taking the time out of your busy schedule to be right here on the Gemini Journalist. Newcomers, very, very extra special welcome to you. I hope to see you again on our next podcast. I hope you enjoyed what took place here today. And remember, follow, share, and tell a friend. Remember, you can locate Nikki's books on Amazon. You can grab an ebook copy or a paperback, whatever works for you. Thank you again for tapping in, guys. Have yourselves a fabulous rest of your day. Your girl Gemini is signing out, saying peace.